Good morning everyone, this is Multi-Game Master 1 and welcome back to my 100% Let's Play of Pikmin. Yesterday we explored the Forest of Hope, boosted our Pikmin population, and found our next ship part. And today we're going to continue our expedition in the Forest of Hope. So, let's go. And while the screen is loading, I just want to give a big shout out to someone real quick. In my first video of Let's Play Pikmin 100%. This guy named WhatYouMayGiveIt2 actually gave me my first comment, so shout out to WhatYouMayGiveIt2. Thank you so much for the comment, and I really hope that you'll enjoy the series. And I know that you made an LP of this project as well, and sadly I really didn't give you any likes or gave you any comments, so I really apologize for that. I hope you'll forgive me. And I just hope that you and everyone else will enjoy the series. So shout out to WhatYouMayGiveIt2, thank you so much. Your comments really help out a lot. Alright, so continuing on. So before we move on, I just want to get some more nectar for the red Pikmin, if we can find some. Only a small amount of Pikmin can consume the nectar at a time. So it could take me quite a while to have these guys mature. But hey, the more nectar the better. Oh yeah, and one thing I forgot to mention about the controls. You can press up or down on the control pad, or the directional pad I should say, while holding onto your Pikmin in order to swap between the leaf Pikmin and the flower Pikmin. So yeah, that's pretty handy. And it can also save you plenty of time in pretty much just getting nectar for the Pikmin. Okay, so oh yeah, and the Bulborbs that we encountered yesterday, there were two different species. The smaller one is the Dwarf Bulborb, and the larger one is the Spotty Bulborb. So yeah, just a little FYI for you guys. Let me see. Now, I think I want to send all of these red Pikmin back, given the fact that they've already matured, so go ahead and take a rest, red Pikmin, you deserve it. Now I'm actually going to explore the area by myself in search of some new things. So yesterday we cleared a path over here. Oh, right here we have a brand new enemy. This is known as a Honeywisp, and you can pretty much bring it down with the Pikmin in order to get its nectar from its tail. But I've already matured my Pikmin, so there's really no need to. Now let's come to this thing right here that's also similar to the onion that we saw before, except this time it's yellow. Which means we have a brand new species of Pikmin, the yellow Pikmin. And we'll get more into it as soon as it's sprouted. So waiting. There we go. And here we have the yellow Pikmin, which is quite different from the red ones. The color is different, but it seems to be a Pikmin nonetheless. First glance suggests this one has what, in some circles, could be considered very large ears. It looks like it may weigh less than the others. In what other ways might it be different from the red Pikmin? I must be sure to observe it closely. I can hold a Pikmin for a moment with A, then swap it for another by pressing B. So now that we have two species of Pikmin, whichever Pikmin that we want, we could swap between colors by holding onto it and pressing the B button, as Olimar said. And it will actually be pretty useful in pretty much navigating your way through this planet. This game is all about strategy, so as long as you have a good strategy set up for each and every single day, you will be fine in surviving on the planet. Oh yeah, and one thing I forgot to mention about Olimar, the enemies that we come across, some of them I will be able to fight without the Pikmin, including enemies that we may or may not get to today. But pretty much in order to have Olimar attack the enemies himself without the Pikmin, you need to be separated from your Pikmin and just press the A button. And thinking about it, I think we may have time to show those enemies that we can pretty much fight without the Pikmin. Okay, so we're about a fourth short on time, but the day is still young, so we could just help ourselves to exploring more of the area. Alright, so more Pikmin sprouts. That's good for us. Now before we move on, I'm just gonna wait for these Pikmin sprouts to flourish so we can get all 17 of them. Oops, I didn't mean to throw them. And I'm just gonna get some nectar for these guys because I'm pretty sure you all will agree that flower Pikmin are better than leaf Pikmin. I mean, just look at the way that they just move. They move rather slow. Oh, and there's a honey wisp that I was mentioning earlier. I'm going to get its nectar real quick. Alright. No, wait! Oh boy. Yeah, one thing about the Pikmin, when they see nectar, they'll just rush right for it. So let's see, is there another one right here? There are two. Alright, there we go. Much better. Alright, so now with our flower Pikmin, let's go to this little area over here and see what we can do about these rocks. I kinda got that position weirdly. I'm sorry about that. The yellow Pikmin have picked up some peculiar stones. Why did they decide to grab them? This action seems to be instinctive to the yellow Pikmin, but just what are these strange glowing stones? Brightly glowing cracks cover them. Perhaps these cracks indicate that there's tremendous power locked away within. This merits further research. Okay, so you guys didn't see it at first, but the Pikmin pretty much carried a bomb rock, and I'm going to show you what you can actually do with them. So let's start off by heading back to this area right here. And it seems as though that those rocks are indeed explosive, and they can be used to take down that wall over there. The glowing rocks the yellow Pikmin picked up seem to be explosive stones. Perhaps they know that these stones can be used as powerful weapons. The bomb rocks are dangerous, so I must take care when using them, but they should be able to blast open the stone walls that block the pathways. I may even be able to use them against some of the wild creatures. I must be vigilant. When I throw bomb rock carrying Pikmin and give them orders, they will toss their bomb rocks at nearby walls or obstacles. The explosive power of the bomb rocks is tremendous, so I must keep my distance. Okay, so let's go ahead and repeat what we just did. And depending on the distance between the Pikmin themselves and the wall, they could toss their bomb rocks at the wall itself or just place them right near them. And as you saw back there, it takes 3 bomb rocks to destroy the wall. Now let's get some more over here. These are pretty much general areas in which you can pick up more bomb rocks. Alright, so let's go ahead and destroy this wall, and then as soon as it's down, we'll explore the new area that ahead. You can pretty much destroy the wall as quickly as possible with 3 bomb rocks at a time, but you have to be quick about it. And as you can see, with the explosive power of the bomb rocks, it damages that spotty bulborb over there, which will be pretty useful instead of just, you know, tossing the Pikmin at him, and plus it's more safe. So let's see if I can kill this thing. Okay, so it isn't quite dead, so I think I'll just finish it off by... You, sleep, now. I'll just defeat it by tossing Pikmin at it. Alright, nice. Now here's another one, let's go ahead and deal with it. And run, Pikmin, run, 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 run. We're half short on time, but like I said before, the day is still young. Alright, so go, Pikmin. Alright, there we go. Now let's see if I can defeat this enemy without losing Pikmin. Hopefully I can. And as you just saw, the Pikmin was attacked by the enemy. However, it didn't lose its maturity. It'll lose its the times in which it will lose its maturity, it's pretty much random. So you don't have to worry too much about if the Pikmin gets hit by the enemy. Let's get some more bomb rocks here and use them to unblock this next passageway. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And there we go. And we have some more enemies right there. 2 bomb rocks will do it. Or maybe just 1. Very nice. Okay, so now what? Well, I do intend on exploring that path, but I will get to it in just a moment. I just want to get the scraps from back there. Back in the area we just were. Boys, there sure is a lot to pick up. And we could potentially explore that path over there, but it's pretty much crowded with water, so I'm not even going to bother. I guess what I could do at the moment is show you that Olimar can pretty much be a fighter himself. These enemies right here are known as shear grubs, and you'll see that there are 2 different colors of them, purple and white. The purple ones will attack you or the Pikmin, but the white ones don't. So I could just go ahead and focus on the purple ones because of the following reason. Whenever the Pikmin are caught by the shear grubs, their armor is impenetrable and they can't be saved, and the Pikmin can't be saved whatsoever. So I recommend either launching the Pikmin directly on it or simply just defeating it yourself. And I actually recommend this method a lot better, provided you don't want to lose your Pikmin. Okay, so we have 2 shear grubs left. And back there you saw a ship part. I'll try to get to it if we have time. Okay, so let me just get these bomb rock Pikmin right here. And we'll use the bomb rock yet again to deal with this enemy. And I guess also that Bulborb as well. The dwarf one, that is. Alright, so that's 1 down. Now let's get the other. Alright, back up, back up. Alright, let's go ahead and kill it. Alright, now while time is permitting, I'm going to hurry up and get all of these scraps so we can call it a night. And I don't think I'll have time for the ship part, but I could be wrong about that, so don't quote me on that. Alright, so to the onion with you, you stupid Bulborb. Alright, let's pluck some more Pikmin so we can make this scavenging a whole lot easier and faster. And as you saw just now, the Pikmin matured over time while they were in the soil, but well, they'll go from a leaf to a bud and then a flower over time if they're stuck in the soil. But we already have the way as to how we can have them mature faster, so I won't focus too much on it. Okay, so we almost have all the scraps. However, we're running really short on time, so I really need to pick this up. Okay, alright, carry that back, Pikmin. Don't just sit there, help him. The Pikmin can be known to be oblivious, so you'll want to guide them to their objectives. And as we can clearly see, it is almost sundown, and there was a ship part right there, but sadly I don't have enough time for it. So what I'm going to do for right now is just focus on plucking the rest of these yellow Pikmin, and if I have time, get some nectar for them before we all pretty much call it a night. But at least I was fortunate enough to clear a path in time. And out of that we have 96 total yellow Pikmin. I will get some more in the morning. But we really don't have to hurt too much on it. We'll have 100 yellow Pikmin soon enough. Okay, so 10 seconds to gather the Pikmin. I want to get these out of the soil because I really don't want them to stay buried underground overnight. 93, 94, 95, and 96. Okay. All 96 yellow Pikmin gathered, and I don't think I lost any yellow Pikmin to the glitches, so let's call it a night. A lot of hard work today. Alright, yellow Pikmin, you are dismissed. Return to your onion. And yes, the yellow onion is far from the start point, but trust me, the Pikmin will make it in time. And we're off yet again, with new species of Pikmin in tow. Ah, no midnight snack for you, stupid spotty Bulborbs. 3 days since impact. I now add yellow Pikmin to my list of discoveries. These creatures can wield bomb rocks, so perhaps I can use them to blast down rock walls and open up new regions. Red and yellow Pikmin, as well as bomb rock carriers, break into squads when dismissed with C. If I grab one for a moment by holding A, I can swap Pikmin by then pressing B. So today we found a new species of Pikmin and boosted their population quite nearly tenfold, and I still haven't lost a single Pikmin. And I know that the population between the red and yellow Pikmin is unbalanced, but I will deal with this in the morning. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today. So tomorrow we're going to continue our expedition in the Forest of Hope and hopefully get that ship part and find some more ways to boost up the Pikmin population. So until next time, I'm Multi-Game Master. So until tomorrow, I'm Multi-Game Master 1. Thanks for watching and have a good night.